Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be telling you the beauty products that I never go traveling without. So, as you guys might know if you watch my channel, I travel a lot and I mostly actually live abroad, so I'm kind of always living out of a suitcase. So I have quite a few beauty travel essentials. I'm not going to include everything that I take just for everyday skincare and makeup. This is things that are specifically for travel. But if you do want to see one of those, like an updated everyday skincare routine or makeup routine, just pop a request in the comments below and I will make that for you. So the first thing is a solid cleanser. I like to bring as many things in solid form as I can to try and avoid suitcase spills, and also they tend to be a bit lighter and a bit more convenient than liquids, I think. My favourite one is the Body Shop Chamomile Cleansing Butter. I really like this one, but as you can see it is pretty much empty. I've got about 2 days left in there. So I've also got the Botanics one. This one's a little bit cheaper actually, it's just the Boots own brand. Both of these I find really nice for oily skin and amazing for taking off makeup. So you just take a tiny bit in your hands and then it turns into an oil on your skin, and then I wipe it off with a flannel. And then my next solid item is also almost run out, but it is the Lush shampoo bars. These I find really good. They're normally much bigger than this, but I've almost used mine up. And again, they're really good. They can't spill, they're very light. That one will last a couple of months. It's normally kind of the size of a bar of soap, so they last really well. It's much easier than taking like a huge shampoo bottle, and I think the quality is really good, so I'd highly recommend picking up one of those. Then next, while we're on hair, this one is a liquid, but it's the Casting Sun-Kissed Jelly. This is especially good if you're blonde like me, or you have highlights that you want to enhance while you're away. I love to get that like sun-kissed blonde highlight. So you just put some of this in and then go out in the sun all day or for a couple of hours, and it kind of bleaches your hair a bit in the sun, so it just enhances the sun's effects on your hair. I really like this stuff and it's very cheap. Another hair product that I love to use is coconut oil. This is really good because it goes solid, and then when I want to use it I just warm it up a tiny bit in the microwave and it goes into an oil again. So coconut oil is amazing because it works for all the different beauty things you could need. So I use it mostly as a hair mask. I just smother my hair in it and leave it in for maybe half an hour, and then wash it out, and it just makes my hair really soft. But you can also use it as moisturizer. Some people even use it as sun cream, although I don't know if I would recommend that. But coconut oil just has a million uses and it smells so nice. My final hair product is the Lush No Drought Dry Shampoo. This is a powder dry shampoo, and that is why I love it, because I really like the spray dry shampoos, but they just break in your suitcase. The aerosol can't really survive altitude, so I always take this one instead. There's so much in there, I'm just never going to manage to use this up. I actually got this one at a carboot sale in Canada, but obviously you can just get it in Lush. It's not super expensive, especially considering how much you get. This is just gonna last a lifetime. It's a bit more tricky to work with than the spray dry shampoo. You have to kind of powder it on and then leave it for a few minutes to soak up the oils and then rub it all through, but it's really good stuff and it smells all lemony. It smells really good. Then in terms of sun cream, so I use the La Roche-Posay. I particularly like the Ultra Light Fluid, which is this one with the yellow colour on, but the green one is also really good. That's mattifying, it makes a very nice primer, and they also do a moisturising one which is blue. This is 50 plus and I wear it every single day. It's really nice and light and thin. It's pretty much a primer, but it leaves you really well protected, and I think this bottle is about £15, but you only need a tiny bit, so I've never actually managed to finish one of these. Another thing I like to take, whether I'm going away for a couple of days or a couple of months, is a whole bunch of face masks. This is a great time to use up all the little samples that you might have got at Selfridges or with things that you've bought, and I just think a face mask is so nice to do while you're away. You're probably going to have more leisure time, like maybe sat reading or watching a movie, stuff like that, so it's a really nice chance to get to use a face mask. And also if you've been on a flight, or maybe you've got a bit sunburnt on your face, you might want to have a couple of kind of really moisturising face masks to counteract all those things. One more thing for hair, I'm a little bit extravagant and I like to bring a miniature hairdryer. I know some hotels include hairdryers, but I often find I get there and there isn't one. You can just air dry your hair if you're somewhere hot, but I just really like to have a miniature one with me. This one I got for £5 in a charity shop, so obviously that's my first choice, is to thrift things if I can, but they're also only about £15 in Boots to get a small one, and they're really good. Next is a bit of a kind of traveller secret, and that is Tiger Balm. Balm. It's even cheaper if you buy it abroad, if you're in India or Thailand or somewhere, but you can get it in the UK as well, and it basically just does everything. So we use it mostly on mosquito bites. If you put it on, it kind of goes really cold, like almost minty, and I find it just neutralizes the mosquito bites so well. Apparently it's also mosquito repellent. You can also use it to clear your nose if you're all blocked up. You just leave a little bit on your pillow or on your top lip, and then in the morning you won't have a cold anymore. So basically it just works for everything, and it's kind of like Vaseline. You just use a tiny bit and you never really finish the pot, so I'd recommend picking up one of these. And then finally, a bag to put it all in. I really like to have one of the kind of hanging down ones that you can hang on a hook. It just means that when you get there, if the bathroom doesn't have very much shelving space, or you have to share it with your boyfriend, then you can put it on here and it's all on display. You can see everything you've got. So that is it for my travel essentials. I really hope you've discovered some secret gems in there. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye! So, welcome to Chiang Mai. My family are visiting for a couple of weeks, so I thought I would do a vlog so you can see all the touristy and local places that we end up visiting.